The biggest risk when we eat too fast is that we overeat, actually, which is very common. And all three constitutional types definitely have that risk. Vata people, because they do everything fast anyway, and that will also make them actually bloated and gassy. Pitta people will overeat because they do everything very fast and very full on, and they have usually a little bit too much confidence in what they can eat, which means that they will serve themselves far too much. And Kapha people, well, Kapha people don't really have the appetite, but they are very drawn to the comfort feeling of getting food into the belly. So all three constitutions can be drawn to this idea of just keep filling your mouth with food. Now, how to stop doing that? So I have three tips for you. In order to try to slow down your eating. Now, if you're someone like me who's been eating too fast for as long as they've lived, it can be very hard to be very mindful and conscious about it. So one of the first tips for me is to actually have a look at the time. If you are someone who, for instance, would eat your meal in 5 minutes, then have a look at the time when you start your meal and then decide for yourself that you should double the time, so trying to have 10 minutes to eat your whole meal. You will keep looking at the time now and then while you're eating in order to see where you're at, depending on how much you've got left, and then progressively try to actually fill up that full double time, so the 10 minutes or whatever it might be, so that you really keep the meal for the double of time. Now, once you have managed to do that for a while, there are two other things that I really find very beneficial. Number one, taking 3 deep breaths before you start your meal. Taking 3 deep breaths will slow down your nervous system. It would also make you much more present, and it can be a perfect moment to therefore set an intention for your meal. Now, the third one is a little bit more advanced. It's not easy, so I would just recommend that one once you've tried the other two. And that is to actually use your mealtime as a meditation, a mindfulness practice of meditation, okay? Which means that you are so focused on each bite that you eat. You taste everything that's inside of it, and you even picture where each and one of the elements in your plate are coming from. It is a mindful, meditative practice. Enjoy.